the County Commissioner of Garissa, Womenkind Representative, my Chairman Abdelkader Okash, the Executive Director of Horizon Analyst and Researchers Network, Honorable Syed Jim'ale Amin, representatives of the County Government of Garissa, partners, participants, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be with you this morning for the opening ceremony of this significant training, which has come at the right time. As you all know, our security forces are on high alert following recent incidents of insecurity in parts of the county fueled by violent extremism. We have partnered with organizations including HAN and Womenkind with the aim of building the capacity of journalists in providing them with skills that will help in advancing cooperation between the media and other agencies to promote transparency and accountability. I hope the training will make Northern media practitioners better informed and will help in the coverage of insurgent activities while promoting transformative engagement with partners. In Garissa, Kenya's ambitious LAPSET project has been delayed by the elements of the Somali militant group Al-Shabaab. The death toll since September last year along the corridor program is at least 30, and the majority of them are construction workers. In the last 2 months alone, 7 attacks targeting the project workers and property were conducted, leaving half a dozen dead and destroying valuables. In the last 2 months alone, 7 attacks targeting project workers and property were conducted, leaving half a dozen dead and destroying valuables. Attacks have increased since the beginning of the year. Despite Kenya deploying heavy security to safeguard construction of the LAPSET project, the insurgents have interrupted plans to connect the region, affecting planned trade and logistic adventures, as well as expected rapid economic transformation predicted in Northern Kenya. This shows how important understanding the realities of the region is paramount to making locals understand the effects of violent extremism. These will, in the long run, aid government efforts to degrade the militant group Al-Shabaab. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to thank our partners who facilitated today's course, part of a project on combating terrorism initiated by Horizon Analyst and Researchers Network, as well as Womenkind Kenya, who have been instrumental in responding to challenges of the region with the highest level of poverty against human development indicators being recorded in areas our members are stationed. We look forward to cooperating with other organizations working for the safety and development of journalists working in arid and semi-arid lands of Kenya. I would like to thank organizations and institutions that have already earmarked areas of collaboration with us, mainly in building capacities and enabling marginalized communities in arid and semi-arid lands of Kenya to be empowered with relevant skills and capacities to ensure effective utilization of human resources. Much of the insecurity in the region can be attributed to high levels of unemployment among young people in Northern Kenya. I call on security agencies responding to threats posed by violent extremists to be watchful of their counterterrorism efforts and uphold basic democratic and human rights as enshrined in our Constitution. To our members and media practitioners operating in ASAL regions, the Northern Kenya media practitioners will support all of you in a bid to maximize the collective voice and influence of ASAL communities and stakeholders. This will enable us to share information, experience, and best practices, as well as promoting dialogue between communities and stakeholders. I urge the participants to strive for achieving higher objectives of life and play their due role in this regard. I hope that you will utilize the lessons learned during the training workshop and contribute towards the peace-building efforts as responsible communicators, particularly while covering issues of violent extremism. Last but not least, I would like to reiterate the commitment of Northern Kenya media practitioners in seeking to improve the working conditions of journalists. We will also protect and promote media freedom, professionalism, and ethical standards in the media industry. With that, may God bless you, may God bless Kenya. Asanteni sana.